History is full of epic armies and legendary battles, tales of courage and conquest that echo through the ages. But sometimes the most compelling stories are defined not by what we know, but by what remains shrouded in mystery. The Roman Ninth Legion, Legione Hispana, a name that once commanded respect and instilled fear, is now one of history's greatest mysteries, a puzzle that has captivated historians and archaeologists for centuries. Nearly 5,000 elite soldiers, the pride of Rome, stationed in the harsh and unforgiving wilds of northern Britain, simply vanished from the historical record after the early 2nd century CE, leaving behind a void of unanswered questions. Roman legions were meticulously documented, their movements tracked, their pay recorded, their casualties accounted for with unwavering precision. Yet the ninth disappears without explanation, a gaping hole in the otherwise detailed tapestry of Roman history. It's as if a modern military unit vanished overnight without a trace, leaving only scattered clues, whispers in the wind, and an unsettling silence that echoes through the ages. The ninth wasn't some obscure, insignificant unit. It was one of Rome's most famous and decorated legions, with a storied past filled with victories and valor. Their loss was such a significant blow that the empire seemed eager to forget it, to bury the memory of their disappearance. And the conspicuous silence from Roman historians, the lack of any detailed account of their fate, is itself deeply suspicious, fueling speculation and intrigue. Was their end so catastrophic, so utterly devastating that it was deliberately erased from the annals of history? Or was it simply a bureaucratic oversight, a tragic consequence of administrative neglect? The quest to solve this enduring mystery, to uncover the truth behind the vanishing of the Ninth Legion, takes us deep into the heart of Roman Britain, sifting through fragmented stone inscriptions, analyzing ancient pottery shards, and exploring the crumbling ruins of their once imposing fortress. Each new clue we unearth raises even more questions, deepening the enigma and reminding us that history is often a complex puzzle with crucial pieces forever missing. To truly understand their ultimate fate, to grasp the magnitude of their disappearance, we must first delve into their origins and know who these men were and the formidable reputation they carried with them as they marched into the mists of northern Britain, never to be seen again. The Ninth Legion was no ordinary unit. It was forged under Julius Caesar during the Gallic Wars and became a symbol of Roman power. They fought in Spain, the Balkans, and were among the first to invade Britain in 43 CE. Their discipline and resilience were legendary, helping crush Boudicca's rebellion and securing Rome's hold on Britain. For over a century, the Ninth was the empire's spearhead, building forts, roads, and defeating Rome's enemies. Their loss would have shaken the empire's prestige, yet unlike other legions lost in famous disasters, the Ninth's end is marked only by silence. Their disappearance begins where their illustrious record ends. The last solid evidence of the Ninth Legion places them at Eboracum, modern York, around 108 CEE. Archaeology confirms their presence in inscriptions, stamped tiles, and a stone tablet marking the rebuilding of a fortress gate. The Ninth was fully operational, defending Rome's northern frontier against hostile tribes. Their fortress was the linchpin of Roman strategy in a dangerous, rebellious region, but after 108 CE, the trail goes cold. The environment was perilous and the Ninth was on the front line. Did they march north on a final, doomed campaign? The last facts leave them on the edge of the unknown. The mystery surrounding the Ninth Legion only deepens as we delve further into the historical record. The most perplexing aspect of their story is their sudden and complete disappearance from official Roman records. It's as if they were deliberately erased from history. The last definitive mention we have is the 108 CE inscription found in York. After this, their name simply vanishes from stone inscriptions, even from the most mundane of places like tiles. They are absent from legion lists and military rosters. By the time Emperor Hadrian made his visit to Britain in 122 CE, the 6th Legion, a completely different unit, had already taken their place at Eboracum, now modern York. A legion list compiled around 165 CE, intended to be a comprehensive record, omits the 9th Legion entirely, as if they never existed. The period between 108 and 122 CE is absolutely crucial to understanding what happened. What transpired in those 14 years that led to their disappearance? Roman sources, usually so meticulous, are frustratingly silent on the matter, offering only vague and indirect references to heavy losses sustained in Britain during this time. Was the loss of the Ninth so complete and devastating that it left no survivors to tell the tale? Or was their fate deliberately concealed, perhaps to avoid embarrassment or incite further unrest? Unlike other military disasters in Roman history, there's no detailed account, no identifiable battlefield, no clear explanation, just a void where the Ninth Legion should be. For a bureaucracy as meticulous and detail-oriented as that of the Roman Empire, this absence of information is truly extraordinary and deeply suspicious. How could thousands of highly trained soldiers, along with their cherished Eagle standard, simply vanish without leaving a single trace in the historical record? The mystery of the Ninth Legion is not a story of conflicting reports or debated accounts. It's a story defined by its profound and unsettling silence, and it is precisely this deafening silence that makes the fate of the Ninth Legion so utterly haunting and captivating to historians and enthusiasts alike. With concrete evidence proving elusive and historical records offering scant details, several compelling theories compete to explain the ultimate fate of the Ninth Legion. Each paints a different picture of their final days. The most dramatic suggests they were utterly destroyed in a fierce battle somewhere in northern Britain, fighting against the native tribes, ambushed in the dense forests or rugged highlands by local tribes who were fiercely resisting Roman occupation. This catastrophic defeat would certainly explain their sudden and rather mysterious disappearance from historical records, and the pressing need for the Roman military to raise a replacement legion to fill the void left by their absence. Yet, despite extensive searches, no definitive battlefield, no mass grave containing the remains of legionaries or even a single lost legionary eagle has ever been definitively found. Another theory suggests that the legion was quietly transferred out of Britain altogether, perhaps redeployed to the Rhine frontier or even further east, and was later either destroyed in combat or quietly disbanded. While inscriptions do hint at the presence of small detachments of the Ninth in other regions, there is absolutely nothing that definitively confirms the fate of the entire legion as a unified fighting force. Some historians even propose that they were quietly disbanded in disgrace after suffering heavy and unsustainable losses, with their remaining survivors quietly merged into other existing Roman military units. Each and every theory, however, is plagued by significant gaps in the historical record. There is no conclusive evidence to support any single narrative, leaving us with only speculation and conjecture. The true end of the Ninth Legion could have been a dramatic and bloody affair, a mundane administrative decision, or even lost within the complex bureaucracy of the Roman Empire. The definitive truth, for now, remains frustratingly elusive, shrouded in the mists of time. The Ninth Legion's mystery blurs the line between history and legend. Their story has inspired novels and films, often imagining a heroic last stand in the Scottish wilds. But fiction is not fact. The evidence for such a battle is missing. As historians, we must accept the limits of what we know. The search continues. Archaeologists still hope to find the clue that will solve the puzzle. Until then, the Ninth remains a ghost in the historical record. Their fate is a humbling reminder that history is often incomplete. 5,000 men vanished, leaving one of Rome's greatest mysteries. Were they lost in war, transferred, or quietly erased? The silence surrounding the Legione Hispana is as powerful as any recorded victory or defeat.